Firstly, Haley,
Uh-huh.
let's just make a big acknowledgement where you're at right now.
I know. I just passed where I was
Last year.
time I played, which is top 6. Now I'm at top 5. Hopefully get into top 4. And then, top 2. And then from there, I don't really care. No, I'm just kidding. I want to win, of course. Fuck Mikey. And I know he's going to watch this.
The votes are in. After I say the votes, please go grab your belongings, head downstairs with Kobe, and do your exit interview. By a vote of 2-0, Mikey, you're out of the game.
Just give Mikey you too, I guess. I think, I've been doing better in comps, but that also made it seem like I was a big comp threat, which I'm not. I don't think I am, but other people think I do, so I thought that was interesting. But I think my game definitely has improved from before. I have better relationships than I did last time.
Do you feel pretty confident in your relationships with everyone?
Not with everyone. I'm extremely confident in my relationship with Dylan. I think that could 100% be top 2. I think we could take it the rest of the game together.
Is that who you want to the end?
Yeah, he's kind of like the biggest one I trust right now. I don't know if I can trust Naya with her relationship with Vanessa. And I still don't know if I can trust Vanessa because she hasn't given me a reason to.
Have you talked with Vanessa?
Not personally, no. Not one-on-one or anything. I haven't really had the opportunity to. With the whole shenanigans we just had to pull with Taylor.
Is Vanessa somebody that you would like to take to the end? Like, do you see her as a very hard competitor?
Really smart, and I think she can win comps. So, I mean, push comes to shove, she comes to Final Four with me. But that's the farthest I would ever want her to go.
What is your strategy in this game?
Well, right about the time when I got voted out, before it was kind of like so mistrust in the other tribes, kind of infiltrate, kind of get them to do what I want them to do. Don't play too hard, too fast, obviously. And then around the time that they tried to evict me, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with the complete honest approach. Now I think we can kind of get back in the game where I can kind of fall to the back seat until it's really time to hit comps. So right now I kind of want to focus on building more relationships, maybe win a competition or 2.
What's your relationship like with Anaya?
Anaya, I think we're pretty trustworthy, trusty with each other. I definitely think we can at least make it to top 3 with each other, and then after that, it's kind of who wins what, kind of cutthroat, who has a better relationship with whoever wins.
What are you hoping for a Final 3?
Final 3, I'm hoping for all the Reapers, the
vets?
The vets. We came for redemption, we're getting it. We're taking it back. So...
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Where did my towel go? They were sick of me having it out here. A little carpet, a little rug. Oh my gosh, I miss my Brucykins. You're not nearly, you're, well, not as snuggly as my Brucykins, but you're way more freaking friendly, I'll tell you that. My Brucey only likes me.
Shondell, that vote didn't go your way.
No.
How are you feeling?
I didn't have a way, honestly. Like I said, I did come out and miss the strategy, so I was basically told it's these 2 options. We're trying to make a tie, and then just let the 2 battle it out. And I was like, works for me. So I tried to help with the tie, and yeah, I ended up on the wrong side of that vote, but I'm a little nervous because I heard from 2 people that Naya is saying my name. I am very confused and very lost, and I think unless there's a buyback, I have 2 more chances to use my idol. So I think I might have to pull it out this next vote. We'll see where I go.
If not, do you think there's someone else who might be going up?
I have no fucking clue. Like I said, I missed all the strategies, so I don't know where anybody's mind's at. Like, I lost all of my allies, essentially. So, ultimate floater here. Yay, I guess.
Is there anyone you're gonna try to get on your side first?
Well, I thought Naya was on my side, and then Taylor and I just created something. I keep losing people left and right. No, I've got no one.
I did not know, and so when I saw your name, I was like, okay, that was Taylor. And I was like, oh, okay, there's another one. That's Shonda, which I feel kind of backstabbed for because I thought we were on the same page.
So you told her Taylor too?
I told her Taylor. I mean, obviously, she's gone, so that worked. But
Yeah.
I told her Taylor, but I saw Taylor talking to her outside alone, and I could hear she was upset. She kept talking about a split vote, so you guys could go to like a tiebreaker, like basically what we did last time. I don't know why you, but that's what I overheard, and so I'm guessing they tried to do that, and it failed. But now I know I can only trust you, and I can't trust her anymore. Yeah, but I hope you feel the same because I tell you the truth.
Yeah, no, I really do. Like, yeah, I appreciate you telling me.
Yeah, of course. So
Makes things a little bit easier moving forward.
you just have to make sure she doesn't want it.
Yeah,
And then she has to.
yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Me and Haley have had this really back and forth thing, right? Obviously, I don't really know her intentions still.
Have you guys made up for real, or?
It's like a mixed
You
thing.
got
because
something right
oh,
here. I'm
thank
not
you.
gonna let you live
Oh,
with
thank
that
you. I
on
appreciate
camera.
it. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's just hard to tell because the whole first half of the game, until I tried to blindside her, I never felt like I could trust her. And she lied to me to my face and voted for me in the first one.
Yeah.
And now I lied to her, right? And so it's to the point where like, I just can't tell if it's a deep game with her or I just can't tell.
Yeah.
And so I have some nerves going that direction. I feel pretty comfortable with Vanessa and I feel pretty comfortable with Anaya. And
I noticed you didn't say me.
well, no, but I mean like nobody's. But I see what you're saying. But like we obviously haven't had a ton of talks. But I'm just. I guess I wonder what you're feeling and like what you're noticing, what cracks there are. Like
I'm feeling alone.
feeling completely alone.
That's like, not completely, like you and I have chatted, Naya and I have chatted, but like, you know,
Yeah.
I had created a bond with all the smokers and now all them's are gone.
Yeah.
And then I created a bond with my tribe and all of them's are gone. So I'm really like looking for somebody to pull me in to work with them because I'm free game. I'm up to help right now and I just don't know. I just need a lifeline.
Congratulations on the final 5! Woo! Crazy big accomplishment. This next competition will be endurance. All it is going to be is all 5 of you in this section of concrete, 1 foot, whoever can stand on 1 leg the longest. You're not able to switch feet, you are able to hop on that 1 foot. You cannot lean on anybody, anything, you're literally gonna be like this, you can do this. Last one standing, win immunity, guaranteed ticket to the final 4.
Wow.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. Everyone, please pick what foot you want to do, get in a position.
Are we allowed to know if there's a buyback?
I'm not able to say anything. On your marks. Get set, go.
Why am I so nervous? Why am I so numb? After all this time I should feel better now. Trying to get head above the noise that drowns me out. My skin is crawling, hands are shaking. Can't breathe, my heart is racing. Feels like my shadow's chasing me. Why am I so nervous? Why am I so numb? I'm trying to find my purpose. Am I the only one? Why am I so anxious? Why am I so stuck? I'm just being honest, 'cause everything is fucked. Why am I so nervous? Every moment feels like I'm under attack, waiting for the words to stab me in the back. Blood is racing through my veins. I'm waiting for my world to change before it changes me. Why am I so nervous? Why am I so numb? Trying to find my purpose. Am I the only one? Why am I so anxious? Why am I so stuck? I'm just being honest, 'cause everything is fucked. Everything is upside down and out of reach. Nothing here is what it seems. Will I ever be the same? No, I'll never be the same. Why am I so nervous? Why am I so numb? Trying to find my purpose. Am I the only one? Why am I so anxious? Why am I so stuck? I'm just being honest, 'cause everything is fucked. Why am I so nervous?
Dylan is out. Vanessa, you win immunity. Guaranteed Final Four.
These are harder than you think they're gonna be.
That's hard.
Water.
Good job.
Thanks.
Community, you get the cool necklace.
You do them. I will grab it for you. I'll be right back, and then you guys will get 30 minutes to talk until tribal.
That cat just loves us. It looks like an old panther.
Literally the cutest little thing in this whole entire world.
That was actually really fun.
Well, okay, other than my cats.
So cute. He's cookie. Mr. Fluffy Whiskers. So cute.
So, you know, I would go home, but I get so much love and attention here. It's Joe. Oh my goodness, that better be in the episode or two, brother. That is the only way I'll watch it.
I kind of saw that challenge going for like an hour for some reason.
Really? For real? I was thinking max like 5 minutes.
You see how many braces I'm wearing, and you think this is gonna go for an
I don't know why
hour.
it felt like one of those ones. I'm like, oh yeah, this is just gonna be like, it's kind of like that wooden plank one. I was like, this is gonna go forever too.
Yeah, that's true.
I was already sore from the running back and forth, so I was like, I'm done.
I am
Yeah.
still.
There was an element of
Yeah.
exhaustion genuinely playing into
I am so
Yeah.
impressed with Brandon and Jordan holding that ball
I
so
don't
steady.
even know how. Like,
Perfect.
How's it look?
Congratulations. It looks amazing. Guaranteed Final Four. You have 30 minutes to talk, and then either Anaya, Haley, Shondell, or Dylan will be evicted from the game. Break now.
I'm going to the trampoline. Anybody would like to talk to me? Want to come over there?
I'll get them for shooting that. Just in case someone breaks up under the ice. No. this thing safe?
Safe enough.
Wow. Oh dang, we need to come over here more often. Actually, my first time. So I was talking to Vanessa on the way up here, and she was mentioning that, well, just that she's wondering who voted for her, and I feel like with her having immunity, it might be a good idea for you to talk to her and see where her head's at, because
Yeah, I was totally played. I was told to split the vote.
Really? By who?
I was told to create a 3-3. So
Who
that those
was that,
two
Taylor
could.
that said that or something? Or did it was?
A couple people told me, yeah. So I was supposed to create 3-3 and let the two of them battle it out.
Oh, like a tie?
Uh-huh.
Shit.
And so
So
it
did
wasn't.
Taylor not know either that she was going out? Because I was told that and I had talked to Taylor and was just honest with her and said that we had enough numbers to vote her out. That's why I honestly thought we were just gonna be 5-1. Like that.
And so I thought we were 2. Then I heard. I don't know. I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
Oh, you're okay.
Because I heard that someone said my name, so that Naya said my name, so I stopped thinking maybe could I trust her.
Yeah.
I heard from 2 different sources that Naya said my name, so I'm like, so can I trust her at this point? It wasn't supposed to be about. It wasn't anything against Vanessa.
Oh yeah.
It was this is what I was told. We need you to split, let them battle it out.
For
And
sure.
I was like, as long as it's not me.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's me this time, is what you're saying.
Well, I would say that that's where the consensus would probably go, because Vanessa got immunity, and at least with my current alliance of 3, like I know that the 3 of us, like when we talk, your name's gonna be the one that's brought up. So I guess maybe what I'd suggest is just seeing like where Vanessa's head's at and talking to maybe polling some of the other girls and seeing what's going on. But I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being honest with me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It might be worth looking for an immunity idol again, because I know they might plant them after. And
I've been trying to scour.
that last one was in a box in a crate over here.
Okay.
You took what I said to heart. You're like, I'm not letting anyone else away. I love it. I'm so glad. I was like, I know I'm not like at least first, and I was.
That was hard.
That
It's, like,
was
a lot harder than what you think.
No, that
And you
was
just have to,
difficult.
and it's painful. I don't know.
Yeah, my calves are burning right now. But
Yeah.
what are you thinking? I mean,
Obviously, not you.
yeah.
I mean, obviously,
I'm just
I want you to
thinking-
stay.
I mean, after the last vote, because I just feel lied to right now and kind of blindsided, but like that was really close. Because
Who did they think like was going to be the 3rd person
what do you mean third person?
to make it tie? Oh wait.
So this is all I know. We were all in consensus with Taylor, and I told Taylor that, which might have been a bad thing, but me and you agreed to tell her, so I was like, okay, I'll tell her. And so after that, she called Shondell over to plead her case, and it looks like it worked. Because then I know you didn't vote for yourself, and I didn't vote for you, and it just it was her that like switched. Because I was like, I thought we were all in consensus for like an easy unanimous vote, and it wasn't that. So now I feel like lied to, because I'm like, okay. I was like, you could have told me, and I would have been like, cool, but like I would have played your like case, because I thought you and Shondell were chill. So I was like, why would you put your name out? And then I was like, why your name out of the other 3? So that's interesting why you were brought up for that.
Yeah. I do want to talk to her about it.
Yeah, I want to talk to her too, so let me know when you do that.
Okay.
Because that's just what I'm confused about. So if she could give me clarity on that, that'd be great.
She mentioned that she took a shower and that took her out of the game for a bit, and she came back in and decisions were already made.
Yeah.
And I get that, because that's like honestly how I felt.
Oh, really? Okay.
So decisions are made, and I kind of like, of course I want to see the game,
Yeah.
but like I can understand why she felt like she didn't like have a say, and maybe she wanted, maybe that like rubbed her the wrong way.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where she was like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's why I was like asking
I
you
don't
guys,
know.
because honestly I thought you
Oh, are you good?
yeah, I thought you and Shondell were really chill, and I thought we were on the same page, so that's why I was just
I've never like talked like strategy with Shonda. Really? I thought you guys were close.
Really?
I mean, we
Oh.
I feel like we are like friendship-wise, and we talk about like life and stuff, and we have like a lot.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, in that
Okay.
aspect, yeah.
Because with the
But,
whole
like,
Martin thing, I thought like that was a huge like deal for both of you. I don't know. That's what I thought.
No, I mean it was like for her, and I definitely felt bad for the whole Martin thing, and then I was like kind of torn because she was so torn. But like
I
I've
was
never
torn.
like talked any strategy with her.
Oh, okay.
So, like ever.
Okay. I guess that makes sense then. All right. So what are your
That's
thoughts?
why she like didn't know about the girls' life.
Okay. That's why I was confused with that.
Kind of, yeah.
I thought genuinely, I thought one of y'all told her because I saw you guys like talking with her, and I was like, okay, she knows.
Because we talked about like waiting until Brandon was out and then like bringing her in. So
Yeah, because
I
once
just,
she didn't have anybody else, it would
Yeah.
be easy to be like, oh, we'll just come with us.
Oh,
you
okay,
know?
okay.
Instead of having to like talk, like
Yeah.
convince her into it, or like
Okay.
have a possibility for Tom Branding.
Okay, yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
guess it worked
Yeah.
out.
yeah, I mean it did work out.
You did. So I guess that's cool.
Yeah. So what do you guys think?
I mean, just based off the last vote, I don't feel like I can trust her with what she
Yeah.
said because I was being truthful. I even told Taylor, and I told you guys I was going to tell Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted her to be able to plead her case. But if that's like what she wanted to go with, like that's her vote. So,
Yeah.
but I just wish she didn't lie to me. Is the thing. I was just.
Oh, she lied to you?
She told me she was voting Taylor.
Oh.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I was.
she clearly didn't.
Well, yeah, I know. That's just. I'm gonna go talk to her about that, like right after this.
Can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Of course.
I just, want to see where you were at, where, how you felt like our relationship was, because we haven't been the best of friends, but,
We haven't been the worst of friends.
That's exactly, yeah, true. Like, I feel like we're still pretty
Yeah.
chill with each other.
Yeah. And that whole
I'm sorry, I can just not talk.
But,
I mean, it's honestly fine. I mean, you actually caused our problems.
that's true.
Did I win?
Yeah,
So-
you did cause our problem.
Did I win over there? Or
No.
No, before.
You did make it a
Mutual
little
hate, love
messy,
alliance.
but no. I mean, obviously, I do think that you are a big threat,
Thank you.
but I actually want to fight you, in Final Four.
Yeah.
Fist fight.
Yeah.
I
See
think
it
that's
happen.
solid. No,
Yeah.
I was thinking that too, honestly, because I just feel like, I don't know, Chandel really hasn't done anything. She hasn't really talked strats with anybody, like you were saying with Homegirl. Like, I think she's just like an easy, like, let's just get her out real quick, and then that way we can kind of like rest up, have a good day tomorrow, and like be able to
And
fight
then
each other
game
fairly.
on, because I do
Yeah.
feel like we have it's pretty equal between the four of us.
I'm just confused on the last vote because you told me you were going.
I was, but I was told that you were saying my name.
Who told you that?
A couple people told me you were saying my name. So I was told just to create the split vote and let the two of them battle it out. That's what I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let them.
Wait, this is interesting. Who's a couple people?
Well, screw it. It's not gonna hurt me at this point. It was Haley and Taylor. They told me that you had been saying my name. So
That's crazy.
and so everybody was like, we just need to create the tie and let the two of them battle it out. And in my mind, that was the fairest way to do it at that point. I
Which is
missed
cool.
most of the
Yeah.
strategy. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll let them battle
Yeah.
it out. It wasn't meant to be like against
yeah.
anybody
Mhm.
by any means, but it was like, I don't know where to, I've
Yeah.
got nobody to trust right now.
I
Because if
know-
I'm hearing that
Yeah.
you're saying my name, like I literally
Okay.
have nobody to
I
trust
did
right
not
now.
say your name. And so that's why I wanted to sit with you after your shower. Because I was like, let me try to tell her what I talked about with people. Not trying to like force you into a decision, or I'm sorry if you felt like the decision was made. I had only talked to like, I don't know how many people, like 2 or 3. And so I wanted to hear your kind of like ideas. And so I told you, like, okay, it kind of seemed like a consensus. I was like,
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I probably would have gone for Haley or Dylan because they're on the same, like, they're the last remaining from, aside from you. And if you and I are together, then it was just them two.
Yeah.
That I was just like, we need to split them up. So that's where I probably would have gone, but I missed everything. So I was like, okay, if it's down to these two, I will. I'm just going to step out. I'm going to let them battle it out. It wasn't meant to be against anybody or
I know
for anything. It was just like, I
just felt blindsided.
I
a
don't know.
little.
I did too. When I found out that it really was her, I was like,
Okay.
fuck. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Because I was being really truthful with you with what I heard. So I was just really confused what she had said or like why you switched. Because I was like, were you not being truthful with me in my mind?
Like I totally was. And then I heard that you were saying my name right after that. So I was like, I have no idea where to go at this point.
You said Haley said I said your name right after that?
Haley told me that Taylor told her that you said my name. So it was like a he said, she said.
Haley told,
So Taylor and Haley were talking. And apparently the story goes that you had said my name to Taylor.
Oh,
and so that...
Okay.
And you hadn't told me that you were going to say my name to Taylor. And...
I don't even know if I did say your name to Taylor. Because I don't think I said any names to Taylor in my mind. But I don't know. I don't think I did bring you up in that. But if I did, I'm sorry. I don't know right now.
So I just got, like, lost. And I was just like, okay, fine. Take me out of it. I will just let them battle. It was never meant to be against
what
you.
Taylor brought to me, she was like, I'm going to vote with whoever you vote for. And at that point, Haley had already talked to me and said Taylor. So I didn't want to be like, oh, I don't, like, maybe you. So I was like, okay, like, I didn't really give her name. So I was like, I will let you know. But instead, I just told her to her face.
She just came straight to me right after, and she goes, so I know people are talking about me. So, like, it was like everything that you had said about her maybe not knowing, she'd already known. So it was like one of those things where it's like, let them battle.
Because I was just thinking that was you who told her. But, okay.
No.
Okay. This is confusing now.
Not at all. I was gone half the time.
Yeah. No, I know it's not you that did that. But that means someone else did. So now I'm like confused. And it might sound like it's
so where's this vote going? Is it on me?
I don't know.
They're not.
But
well, you were with 3 people.
No, but I'm telling you now. I was gonna say I don't know right now, but I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think it might be just because you voted for Vanessa, and she won, so she has the power, and that's why I think it's gonna be either you, me, anybody. Honestly, I don't know. That's why I say I don't know. I was talking to her about it, and she was like, I thought you told me that everyone said Taylor. And I was like, everyone did say Taylor.
Okay, I need to talk to...
No, Vanessa wants to talk to you now. So if
I absolutely want to. Yeah. Like, I was bamboozled with that whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to send her to me? Or do you want me to...
No, yeah.
Okay. Well, I just want to clear that up. Me and Taylor went to Martin about it.
I found that out after my eviction.
Oh my gosh.
Like, dang, she played a wild game.
She did. Poor Martin. I would explain. Outside of his physical threat. But yeah, I was like, I'm like, I can't trust you. You betrayed my trust. And he was like, how? Why? He's like, I'm so confused. Like, how did I? All Girls Alliance. And he was like, but I never said that. And I'm like, then who did? Yeah. Where did that come from? Oh my gosh. Taylor.
Okay,
Martin.
but Chandel wants to talk to you.
Okay.
And then I can talk to you too since...
Cool, we're here.
I'm feeling a lot of stuff and I'm really confused right now.
What's going on?
Okay, so I know everything, all the info is just gonna go in a circle. Like he said, she said this. Basically, so Chandel confirmed that Taylor did know prior that before I told her that she was probably on the block. But she kind of insinuated that you told her that I told her that, well, she kind of insinuated that you said things. Like, I'm trying to think of how she worded it. That you told Taylor that she would, before I told her.
I told Taylor?
Or you talked to Taylor and said, and maybe Taylor told you that I said Shondel's name. Did that happen?
She did
Okay.
bring up your guys'
Maybe that's what it was.
conversation,
Sorry,
and
scratch
that's
what I said
she
before.
said.
Okay.
She said, she was like, I know I just talked to Miss Girl and, sorry, I just called you Miss Girl.
I know it's cool. Yeah.
She's like, I just talked to Naya, and she said, Shondel's name. She was like, but I had the feeling that, like, I'm going to be the one.
Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
I can't really say anything about that.
Yeah, because I told you my plan prior that I was going to say Shondel's name.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I can't really say anything about that. She goes, well, if I were to be, like, you know, if my name were to be put out there, like, I would like for this to happen. And it was that, like, you know, split vote
She
so
told
that
me
they
the same
can
thing.
compete. Yeah.
She told me the same thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about what happened at voting?
I mean, I think ultimately it was kind of like my vote that kind of set it over.
True, I guess. Yeah.
You know, because if I had voted Vanessa,
Yeah.
like...
But then I would have, I guess, lost trust with me and Dylan.
Exactly, and that's not good for my game.
Yeah,
so
for
I was
sure.
like, you know, I'm not...
Yeah, that would have broke my trust.
Exactly, and I don't want to do that because
Yeah.
I want you to trust me.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, so far,
want us to trust
you
each
haven't
other.
really lied, like, so that's chill.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate it.
It's so hard to play this game with this little people, honestly. I don't think it's even...
Oh my gosh, it's so rough. But,
I mean, ideally, are we still thinking the same thing we talked about in our room? Like, picking you, me, Dylan, and Vanessa? That's what I'm preaching
that's
to
my thought
Vanessa.
process, yeah. And that's what me and Vanessa were talking about too.
So do you think it's going to be Shondel?
Anaya, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good and also a little bit stressed.
Okay.
We are in the end game, and so these votes matter the absolute most.
Okay. Is your plan to kind of get all the vets and Vanessa, sounds like, to all vote for Shondel?
That is the plan that me, Dylan, Haley, and Vanessa came to the conclusion on.
Okay. And then what are you kind of thinking long term? It seems like you want the 3 vets as the final 3.
Long term, I'm not really sure how this game ends, so I'm not sure if it's like final 3, final 2, or I'm not sure. But either way, I know that Dylan would take me, Vanessa would take me, or Haley would take me. So either way, it works in my favor.
Okay, with Shondel being the only kind of one not in the equation.
Mainly just off that last vote, which honestly makes it a little bit easier on me, because I didn't want to pick between her and Vanessa.
So here's what happened. I missed most of the strategy, right? Because I would have had my own game plan. Your name never would have been up there as to who I would have said.
It's definitely surprising. Like,
So your name never would have been there had I been out here.
Yeah.
But I was gone for half the time. So when I came out, it was already down to you and Taylor. So what I was told to do is split the vote, let you two battle it out. At that point, I had no strategy. I didn't talk to anybody. So I was like, that sounds like the fairest way I can do it at this point. It was never against you. It was never for Taylor.
can I ask who asked you to split the vote?
2 people.
Like, who?
Haley was one of them.
Okay.
And I was told that was the major plan by everybody. And then obviously the other one was Taylor. I didn't get the chance to talk to you.
Yeah.
But
we should
so I am so sorry. It wasn't against you.
No, I know. I took like a mental break too from the game, and I didn't want to talk game with anyone for a while. And then all these people came to me and they were like, it's Taylor. And so when you said like you missed part of the game because you took a shower and you were just told like this is what it, like I felt for that, because that's exactly the position I was put in.
I wouldn't have voted you.
Yeah.
Like if I had known, like I don't want to be in the minority. Like had I known that was not like truly the plan, and just to let you guys respectably battle it out. It wasn't to be like to pitch you guys against each other by any means in that, and to create friction between us. Like that wasn't my intention. So I am so sorry, and I assume it's me now going home.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Unless
I
we
know
can flip it.
Dylan has said to you. I don't know. Who else have you talked to?
Dylan said it was me. Naya told me you were wanting it me because you have the power and can make it be me, and was confused about the last vote, which you have absolutely every right to be. So, it sounds like it is me.
She's saying that you told her the plan was to split the votes between me and Taylor.
What happened was Taylor came to me and she was like, so I just got done talking to Naya. And Naya was like, oh, well, I think we're gonna do Shondell, but you know, we were going after Taylor, unfortunately. And you know, Taylor said that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Like, I haven't really had the chance to talk to her yet. She goes, well, I got a whiff that, like, I'm actually the one on the block. I was like, well, I can't really say anything because I don't know. So I was like, you know, that really sucks. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I don't know if that's what's happening. She goes, well, if I were to be the one, like, on the chopping block, I would hope people would split the vote between me and Vanessa so that us two can fight it out and see who gets to go next. I was like, well, yeah, I guess that would be fair. I was like, I can consider it if that's what the move is, you know? And she's like, okay. I was like, I think you should talk to Shondell. Well, then she goes over and talks to Naya again. And Shondell comes back and talks to me. And she was like, so, like, what's going on? And I was like, well, I don't know. I was like, I'm pretty sure Naya got you caught up on everything, which I still don't know what the conversation was about, but I was like, I guess Naya got you caught up. And she was like, so basically what happened was she wants it to be a split vote so that you two could compete. And I was like, I'm still deciding. I'm still going to talk to other people and see what's going on. I don't remember if I was able to even talk to anybody about it. I think I talked to like Naya and Dylan. I think I talked to Naya and Dylan for like a split second before I got pulled away again for a DR. But, you know, ultimately I was like, it's just not good for my game to have Taylor here at this point. So I voted her out. But I guess her and Taylor talked after that. And she chose Taylor. So that's the whole story with that. I just told Naya the same thing. So
Okay. Yeah, she brought that up and I was like, oh shit, okay. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, I think that was just Taylor trying to pull things a little bit more in her direction so she has like, more control over it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
But yeah.
Well, thanks. I appreciate the clear up.
Yeah, anytime. I'm here to clear everything up.
Are you okay?
But those things really messed me up. Why? I guess it was just like right after Martin went, and then to hear my name coming from you, I was just like,
I can get that. I just kind of wish you had confronted me before the vote. Like,
there was a...
Yeah, no, I get that. But, no. What did Vanessa say? How is she feeling?
She says she wishes, because like she said that she stepped away from the game too for a minute, so she totally understood where I was coming from. Like being away for a minute and then coming back in. Like Vanessa wouldn't have been the name that came out of my mouth. Never would have been the name I wrote down.
I didn't think so either. That's why I was...
Never. At least not vote by any means. And so, like, coming out to have everybody else, like, just, it's down to these two. No changing it, no swaying it. Like, okay, well, that's what happens when you miss out, so.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to catch you guys up, because I knew you guys were kind of gone for a second. Not to be like, oh, this is it, but because I genuinely wanted to hear what you guys were thinking. And I don't know. I guess maybe me telling Taylor was a bad thing. I mean, it seemed like she already knew, but maybe that was a bad thing for you in the end, because it looked like it worked to sway you. I don't know. But I don't blame you at all for not knowing what was happening.
I took, based on who I was speaking to, I took the majority. So I went with, I heard it's Taylor, totally, from just one person. I heard it's a split vote from 2 separate people. So I went with the majority and said, and kind of just went like, okay, so I heard this twice and I only heard this once. Okay. So I'm going to go with the thing I heard was happening twice versus the thing I only heard happen once.
You said, so who did you say said the split vote? Because that's just what I'm confused.
Haley and Taylor. Both of them.
Okay. And you're being completely truthful.
100% truthful about that. Like, I was shocked when I was like, so who am I supposed to be voting for then?
This kind of changes things. Who's trustworthy if that's the case? I'm just like, the reason I told you who the person you were, I guess, voting for, or that came up the most, was because it was a consensus. And Haley got the name up first. So that's why I'm confused. Because I'm like, why would she say it's a split vote to you? Because that would only confuse you. I don't know.
Like,
Vanessa seemed heartbroken by
I
that.
never would have. That was not the name that I had in mind.
So we're voting Chantel, right? Yeah, that's what we're doing, yeah. Because Final Four, we talked about this before, like the 3 of us, like me, and you, and Doug. Okay. We're still sticking with that? Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Can I take you home? You're so sweet and so precious.
It feels so nice out here. I know, I like it a lot. Wow. Girl, I'm like a 12-year-old boy with these, okay? Flat chested.
Oh gosh.
How was that?
That's okay. I'm just confused. I feel really bad because she was crying.
Oh.
But I just feel like at this point, I don't know. I just feel like at this point, what's done has been done. And like, that's all it is. But what did you guys got to talk. What did you guys think?
Yeah. I just kind of cleared up the same stuff that me and you talked about the whole Taylor thing.
Okay.
Just make sure we're all still on the same page.
How was your...
Like about the split vote conversation? Yeah.
Okay. She did mention that was your idea, so that's why I'm just...
Ooh, that was not my idea.
No,
that's what she said to me too.
She swore on everything it was her idea.
No, Taylor brought it up to me, dog.
Okay.
Do you have any plans going into tribal? What you're kind of thinking?
Girl, I'm like a 12-year-old boy with these.
At this point, it sounds like I already seem to be a big threat. My name has been coming up regardless. People are worried about trusting me. And at this point, I have an idol that I've had for
The very beginning of the
over
game.
24 hours now.
Are you thinking you might try to play it? Or are you just kind of having a hard time finding a path forward after that?
There's no path forward after that. But there's barely a path forward now. And I don't seem to be trustworthy at this point. Pulling out the idol's not going to make it any better. I can play my idol and guarantee that I make it till tomorrow. Which would be a dream. I really did want to win this thing. Really. This game means a lot to me. A lot. I had a lot personally writing on this, with how I felt about myself as well.
And it seems like the Martin vote kind of started a big change there too.
No, I just I wanted to do this because, people tell me who they think I am or assume I'm this way or that way because of the way that I grew up, but I've changed over the past several years, and I wanted to see who I am with a whole new group of people. And I found out kind of pretty cool. But this meant more to me than I thought it. Like, means so much.
Go back to the hat.
All right, Dylan, how you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a sense of relief knowing this is likely the last vote of the night. It's been a crazy, crazy turn of events. I feel pretty good on the alliances I've made. I feel like any more conversations are just gonna kind of like continue to bog down the brains. And I feel like I'm just gonna have to trust those conversations, interactions I've had up to this point, and see how things go at Tribal. And yeah, gosh dang though, it's been like kind of just trying to take this moment in a little bit.
Feeling a little overwhelmed mentally?
I think, yeah, a little bit, but I'm also like, I'm kind of like releasing it a little bit because I think, you know, every other stage of the game, I got a lot of thoughts going through my head. And at this stage, I feel like things are starting to kind of like get close to the end, and it's like the calm before the storm a little bit. It's a beautiful sundown, laying in the grass. But yeah, so hopefully I'm not eating all my words here and my enjoying of the times, and I don't get voted out tonight. But I feel like it's been a really tough uphill battle today. I started the day this morning feeling like I may not have any like real allies, and that there may be like a girls' alliance brewing, and that I needed to like really secure myself in the game. And I felt like I was able to go through some crazy shit and a lot of unsafe moments, but they've paid off. And so, yeah, feel really good about where I'm at.
How are you hoping this ends?
With victory.
As you number one?
Yes.
Of course.
Definitely.
And who is number two?
Vanessa. So, but that's going to be nice. Hopefully, going to bed tonight, having not blindsided anyone and feeling content in my relationships in the game so that I can actually sleep.
You didn't actually think that would affect your sleep, did you?
Oh yeah. Oh man, my first Big Brother, I pulled that blind side, even though it was like earlier in the day that night. I remember just feeling so guilty about the whole thing. I like couldn't sleep, and I feel like I've played a much more mature and responsible game this time around. So,
what do you feel like you've done better since your first time playing? Because before, in your last game, you had coaches. And you had someone that you trusted with all the information completely. But you didn't know that you were going to have to compete against them.
Right.
This time you have to trust people and give them as much information as you want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I think that the first time I honestly just reacted emotionally. And so I kind of just did a little vendetta move. And the truth is, like, you can't take anything so personal in this game because you will screw your own game up. And I think I learned that from the first time because, you know, I survived after that crazy move. But when I tried to kind of reconnect with Sarah, who was the person that I blindsided, her and her husband went home. When I tried to reconnect with Sarah, there was no hope in that because I had just blindly gone for vendetta. Whereas this time around, I just took accountability and stayed calm in the blind side, and surprisingly have a better, stronger connection for it, which is really strange. And so I think that the learning factor is that, like, yeah, Haley wrote my name down in the very first try. I chose not to take that as like, I can't work with her. I need to get, like, I didn't react saying I need to get her out. I reacted saying, like, I need to get closer to her. And I just didn't take it personal. I've just separated the game better from reality a little bit more, which is easier said than done, but for the most part, the easiest way to do it is, like, even though you do have to lie in the game, if you get caught, be accountable and be honest at that point. Because then you can live with yourself. If you try to make excuses, if you try to be defensive, if you get emotional and react, all those things will make you think about it when you sleep, and that's not what you want. So
Right.
you can play this game and you can do it in an honest and fair way within the parameters of a game, even if you have to lie to people. That's my belief because it's a game and I'm separating it. Other people, they might not believe that lying is okay in a game like this, but that's okay for them to not believe that. So
With the game that you're playing now, what do you feel like has been your biggest setback?
I think, yeah, probably. I hate to just keep going back to the blind side, but you know, an initial setback of realizing that there was a girls' alliance being built and that it was being headed by someone in my current tribe, Haley. I went through a lot of strategic ideas and playouts in my head of how I can maneuver this, get ahead of that, and I think I properly did it, and I was feeling really good about that, and made the mistake of not being as careful with, you know, I attempted to control the situation and get everybody on the same page and keep information away from some people. That got out, which is due to the rapid nature that I set that strategy up with, but ultimately Haley was informed to play her idol, and after that everyone felt really bitter at me, which is strange, and I think it's because everyone that voted for her had to live with the like uncomfortableness of having betrayed her too, and so everyone just felt like a little bit bitter at me because of that move. And so that was like a lot of damage control after that. It was just like everyone pulling me aside and being like, what the hell, bro? Like, what was that? Like, and there was a lot of just like having to just make people feel like, hey, didn't work out. I'll take like responsibility for that move. Sorry if that affected your game poorly. Like, and that was a setback because I just didn't know. I really felt like a wounded dog in a sense. Like, I didn't know if people would want to work with me after like a big move that failed. And I felt like a lot of people had pretty intense words for me after that. So that was a big setback to come back from. And that strange that was just earlier today. But
Doesn't it feel so long ago?
it feels like a long time ago. And then to put up on the block right after that, one of two people that could be voted out, and to not get any votes after having just pissed everyone off in the house was a strange thing. And so I just feel like I built enough good relationships, and I made people feel validated in their feelings with their game, I hope. And I think that's what brought a little bit of trust with me back into it. So
It's crazy that you did have a lot of damage to your game after that blow up of the blind side, but the damage control that you were able to bring back to your game, and honestly I felt like it made a lot of your relationships stronger. It seems like it seems like you guys are more on the same page than you were even before.
Yes. Well, the most ironic of them all being Haley herself. Like, I think she felt like on an island because everyone voted for her except for one. And so in a weird, strange way, because I was taking so much heat for failing at the situation, and she was taking so much heat for about being voted out, it was like, well, we just have to turn to each other now. And that was the first time I felt like I saw like genuine, like heart-to-heart type of conversations from her to me. I think she was playing very close to the chest before that, and so.
Well, and I think you guys could relate to being lonely, essentially, in a game.
Exactly. So that.
And in those moments, maybe you have a different opinion, but I feel like true colors come out in those moments.
Yes. I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think so. And yeah, it's hard not to react emotionally, obviously, but separating it as much as you can in your head, compartmentalizing, I mean, that's like the key, because if it's too personal, then you're gonna, I don't know, it's hard to create. I mean, if you're, like, in real life, if you're actually betrayed by someone you trust and love, like, that's the end of that relationship for the rest of your life. Like, because it's so rare, really, in real life that happens. And, like, if day-to-day relationships went like that. So like you have to like completely put your head that you're in a game.
This time, I don't feel like you played too fast or too heavy.
Yeah.
At the beginning,
agree.
I think you took it a lot more slow and strategic.
Yeah. I kind of like in my last season of Big Brother, I feel like just out of nowhere, I was like trying to pull something off without like setting anything up. It was just like, here we go. Like, I was like, probably the guy people weren't really thinking about. Oh yeah, he's cool, whatever. Like I watch it back and it's like, and then all of a sudden like 6 votes in or something, he's like, whoa, what is he doing? Like, and no one understood what I was doing. So it was a big mistake. Like getting people's buy-in for why I want to make a decision is like very important.
Honorary house guest.
Ricardo. Oh, sorry, babe.
He's ready to attack. He was like,
He's like, see?
Black Panther.
He's ready to get them off.
Which is crazy because he's so sweet. Like, he'll just let anyone pet him.
I want to kidnap him.
Why don't you take him home too?
But I think a rooster would be like, here's another dog. You play.
Rooster would be like, oh, cheat toy.
No.
Then you would also have another $10,000 bill because Rooster would have his big gash along his
I
face.
know.
From the
That
cat.
dog.
He looks so badass with this.
I mean, true, yes,
Dude.
but he would not feel badass.
Did you hear about what he did recently? How he got into our neighbor's horse's
Yeah, I was there.
Were you?
Yeah, I helped you trace
Oh,
him
that's
down.
fucking right. You were there for that.
He ate the cob.
He ate a cob.
Did I tell you that he ran into... I was playing with him in EOS, and Rooster got so excited that he ran into my leg with his mouth like wide open. So like his tooth like bruised my leg right here, across. I was like,
For
Jesus
as
Christ.
cute as Rooster is, he's not very bright.
No, he's kind of done.
Yeah. But we love him.
He's lucky he's cute.
I can say hit backwards faster than I can say forwards.
Do it.
C.Y.S.B.B, TSRQP, NMLKJ, HTF, TCBA.
When did you learn that?
Why did you wear
So
that?
when I was a child and 4 or 5, I had no friends and I stayed in my bedroom and I had a little song book and it was a song with ABCs backwards and it was like C-Y-X and W V-T-S-R-N-Q. And so like I went through and I learned that and eventually as I got older I took out the lyrics and then sped it up and just eventually it just like became a thing. So Z-Y-X-W T-S-R-Q-P NMLKJ HTF, TCBA. That's it.
Wow. Can you even say him that fast forward?
No.
all right, guys, we made it to the tribal council. We're down to the final 5. How do you feel, Vanessa, winning your first individual immunity?
It feels good.
Okay.
It's nice to feel safe.
You kind of feel like a weight's now been lifted off your shoulders? Not having to worry about possibly someone writing your name down. Getting 2 votes last round as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's nerve-wracking for sure.
Okay. How do you feel, Anaya?
I mean, I feel pretty okay. I'm just kind of here. I'm just kind of here right now.
Are you vibing? Okay. How do you feel, Haley?
Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Ready for a girl she's in the nap.
Okay.
You know, just wanna get her done.
Okay. That's kind of where you're
But
at.
I guess, yeah.
How do you feel, Dylan?
I feel like a certain amount of like relief in getting to this stage of the game, and so there's like an element of contentment, but then it's also there's a lot of uncertainty still. So it's like
Like, you're satisfied you made it this far, but you still want to try to get the dub.
It's like sundown. Anyway,
No, you're
we'll
good.
start talking about that.
How do you feel, Shonda?
Not particularly great.
Why don't you
Somehow
feel?
I was left out of last tribal's vote and was on the wrong side of the vote, so not feeling too great right now.
Okay.
So,
Why did you cast the vote you did?
as I mentioned, I missed the first part of all the strategy and stuff, taking care of my eye.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I came out, it was down to 2 names, and I had no way of changing that.
Okay.
And so I was told by a couple people that it's a split vote, so we need to help create the split and then let the 2 of them battle in the back. And because I missed most of the strategy, I was like, that seems like the fairest way to do it in my mind. I'll do that. I'll give the split vote.
Okay.
but it turns out I was given wrong.
And who told you it was split vote?
Oh, you think that's a good idea to announce that here at Tribal?
Yeah, we're having an open dialogue, open discussion.
I don't. Haley and Taylor.
Okay. They're saying it was a split vote.
So I was saying that Taylor wants it to be split vote, and that I thought it was fair, but I still hadn't decided
Okay.
on which
So,
way I was
I
actually
haven't-
going to vote.
Yeah. So either way, I got left out of what the final decision was going to be.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. All right, well, we're about to be down to the final four. I'll let you guys know what the plan is when we hit that point. Firstly, Vanessa, you are safe. Do you want to give your mini necklace to anybody? Or would you like to keep it for yourself?
Oh, I was like, I'll keep it.
Good decision. Okay, I'll take you one at a time. You'll cast your vote, and then after that, one person will be out of the game. Whoever would like to go first, make up.
Do feel sad about this one because I always felt like there was an opportunity for us to connect and figure something out. It just never really worked out throughout the game for us to link up.
Shondell, I'm sorry. It just seems like you didn't go with the group vote last time when you were left into the decision. And it just feels like people kind of lost trust for, I guess, where you'll be in the next few votes. So I had to put your name.
Gonna have to go with Shondell. Unfortunately, she was on the wrong side of the vote last vote, and that vote was for me, so I'm gonna have to go with her.
Sorry, Shondell. You're honestly a really cool person. You're just kind of more of a floater.
Done it once, might as well do it again. Dylan told me I was going. Naya told me I was going. So, making it through this, I gotta trust them more than I trust you.
Okay, perfect. All the votes have been cast. Once I read the votes, that person will be out. We'll be down to the final four. Before the votes are said, does anybody have a hidden immunity idol they'd like to play? If they do, all votes are null and void for that name.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
No.
I knew everybody was gonna turn on me at some point.
Wow.
All votes for Shondell will be null and void.
I'm so sorry.
She got it at the very beginning of the game. She hit it right over there so she could pick it up while voting if need be.
Wow. Well, that is impressive.
Girl.
Really, good work.
We'll now read the votes. First vote, Shondell, does not count.
This one's gonna be whoever it is.
Second vote, Shondell, does not count. Third vote, Shondell, does not count. Fourth vote, Shondell, does not count. The next person voted out of Can You Survive Big Brother is Haley.
I knew it.
I'm so sorry, Haley.
Especially when you're fucking lying on my name, dude.
I
You're
didn't lie on your
You're
name. That's what I
trying
was
to
told.
say that.
That is straight up what I was told.
That it was my idea, dog. I told you it was
not that it
Taylor's
was your
idea.
idea,
No, that's what you fucking told
I
them.
didn't say it was your idea. That's
what
what
you,
I was told.
Is that not what you
about
guys told me?
I did not say it was your idea. I said you were the
That
one
is
that told
exactly
me that it
what
was
they
the
told
split
me.
as well as Taylor.
I said this is what Taylor would want.
I did not say it was your idea. I just said that you were the one that said it to me. I'm so sorry. And you are a hell of a competitor.
I know. I'm good at what I do. Thank you.
Please stay with Kobe. I'm direct sending you downstairs.
My commercial, try to get everything.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, I lied about the idol. I knew I was gonna be alone at some point.
You play that. Wow.
Amazing game.
You need to be proud of yourself.
No, that would not go yet. I'm so sorry.
No.
I appreciate you guys being honest with me, telling me it was me, because you guys could have played that all sorts of different ways.
Oh my
I stand in awe and amazement, honestly, at everything you did this whole time, thinking about yourself and going through trials that were tight. You went through 2 trials with that thing.
Yeah, you did amazing. Since the first time you were in there, you could have just even.
How's everyone feeling?
I mean, I feel like I just injected 100,000 grams of adrenaline into my veins.
I'm glad you're feeling good. How are you feeling, Vanessa?
I feel the same. Like, I'm really impressed. I'm like, honestly, good for you.
Yeah.
For real. I think, like, I'm really excited about it.
Here's how the end game is going to work. It's going to be very simplistic. It's going to be a combination of the two. Obviously, there's no jury voting. Big Brother's parts are not going to be involved. There's obviously the final 4. I also will announce there's no battle back. There's no jury buyback. One of you 4 will be winning the game.
We made it to the finale.
You all have a 25% chance of winning.
High five! Oh my god!
So we go to bed tonight.
Oh, we get to sleep, guys. Please, no game talk.
We go to bed tonight.
Actually,
Safe.
We'll save it for the morning, please.
So here's how this is going to work. You will have a competition tomorrow morning. Whoever wins that, will get individual immunity, like Vanessa did, coming from eviction. We will vote amongst ourselves. One will be voted out. We'll be down to the final 3. We'll play a final 3 competition. Whoever wins gets sole individual immunity, and since at that point both other players will vote for themselves, whoever wins the final 3 gets to pick who comes with them to the finale.
Haley, you are 8th person out of the Big Brother game. How are you feeling?
Sad. I wish I could have played longer and my plans worked, but I knew she had the idol because we couldn't find it the time we were in there. So
Yeah, no, that was a very big surprise for all of you, and she hit it quite well. So it's like, did you guys like ever think to like possibly like look for another like spot outside that she could have like hit it?
I don't think like necessarily we're looking for where if she hit it, but like we probably should have looked a little bit harder when we're looking for idols.
Yeah, I get you.
If that makes any sense. I think we kind of just stopped after we found Power Veto.
Okay.
So
That makes sense. If there was like anything you could have changed, like if you did stay in the final 4, who would you like? What would you have done?
if I had gone to Final 4.
Yes.
Well, hopefully won a couple comps.
Yeah.
Because I still have yet to win a competition. But hopefully, take my team, Reapers to Final 3.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. But that didn't happen. So, but I'm hoping, I'm praying Final 2 are my,
All right.
are my guys. So,
And do you want to say anything to Mikey?
Mikey, fuck you. I played to this spot. I did not have to make a deal.
4 people. Wow.
Same thing that happened with me and you is, not to blow up our game, but we had something going on with Martin, you and me. And we had just finally come together and re-solidified it. And then he was the next vote and there was no swaying you off of it. And so you broke my trust right there, and then I heard you were saying my name, so I just felt like a double whammy.
Okay, I did not say. But yeah.
So I
could see
felt
why you would
double
feel that
whammy.
way.
So I was like, is Naya turning on me? I've got nowhere to go.
I just feel like
that Martin thing, after talking with Vanessa and hearing about how her trust was broken with Martin and feeling similar, my trust also feeling broken because Haley had told me Martin was saying certain things about me. Don't know if they were true, but talking to Martin, he kind of confirmed it. So I was like, okay, my trust feels a little broken. That's why I felt more. I was like, okay, well, Martin's also a physical competitor, so I felt more.
Every time we connected, it was you.
I guess here's my just one like
It was safe.
truth thing.
It was me, you, and Martin. It was me, you, and Martin.
I think one thing I just want to like clarify and kind of be truthful with is like, did your name ever get written down or voted for from like outside of your personal tribes? Like once there was a merge, did that ever happen? Like
Have I been voted for since the merge?
Like yeah.
No.
Okay.
But I did.
So all of our names were written down since the merge. We've all did go through that. There's constant change. I was on the block. I was selected to be voted out amongst two people.
But you still didn't have a vote against you.
My original
Martin was a unanimous vote. You had no votes against you.
I was one of 2 people that could get voted out.
But you had no votes against you.
What is your deal? That's the real though. I want to know, like, because you're sitting here kind of playing a victim right now. Like, I feel like you keep asking us to, why did you do this? Why did you do this? I'm just on my own. I'm on my own. Like, we're all in this game on our own, and we've all made alliances, and we've all done things, and it shifts constantly, and it's stressful. And someone writes your name, like Haley wrote my name. I wrote Haley's name. Things change, and you have to kind of like find ways to move forward. And I just feel like we're getting really stuck on you didn't do this to me. Well, you weren't looking out for me here. It's like, I mean.
Those were the only 2 clarifying questions I had on my part. So I am sorry if you felt attacked. Those were just the 2 questions. Because you guys have all asked me questions about everything. So I just had my 2 questions for you guys. I'm definitely not trying to play the victim by any means. And if that's how that's coming across, sincerely apologize. I just wanted my 2 clarifying questions, to know where I stand.
Probably just riled up because I feel like I've been just really chill and really calm, and I feel like connected.
And my deal with you there,
I
was just joking with you there. I wasn't like as far as the like.
I'm like, it's stressful to be on the block.
It was absolutely. I'm not denying that. I'm so sorry if you felt I was denying you that.
No, the people on my tribe, we had mixed votes constantly, and we didn't really know where we all stood a lot of the times.
We were.
And even when it got to the merge, we're like, oh, we're aligned, but then it's mixed, and we're voting for each other. And so then it got to this point where it's like, well, somehow we're still all together, so I guess we're just locking in. And that's what I had to commit to at the end because that's what felt the safest.
I can't blame you for that.
But every moment of this game has felt like scary, and I think especially as like from night 1, we lost the very first challenge, and as all of us were, I was lied to, and I had something written down for me in that first one, and I felt the taste of like, oh man, that could have been the end, first vote, and then you have that experience, and then you're like on edge, like, oh, wow, everyone's that's talking to me. Because I thought in that vote I was safe, but I was being lied to, and so it's like, it just immediately puts that in the back of your head, and then you're like, the rest of the game, you have a bit of paranoia, and so then then it's wound up, which I guess is very similar feeling that all of us share, and that you have felt that distinct aloneness maybe in the more recent parts of the game, like you said, and that is honestly a sucky way to feel in a game like this, because
I'm so sorry. I still want to apologize for making you think I like I said, I just had those 2 clarifying questions. It did just occur to me that the final 5 all did wind up in the same room together.
Oh, we did.
Oh my god! You just shocked us.
So like I was totally vibing with you.
I love how we weren't even talking in the car.
That's just like I did have really good vibes from all of you guys from the beginning.
Wow, that was like a bomb. I didn't even realize.
There was a joke, and here I'll tell you this to tell you how much I have your back.
What?
There was this joke going on about the last person to arrive was going to be the first one out. So I was super worried for you going into that tribal, and so when I found out it was Josh, I was like relieved. So that's how I was truly feeling.
I've really enjoyed being in this game too, by the way.
Yeah, same.
This has been amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like we've all played a fair game, really nice, not too crazy, which I'm glad about, and that's a shocker that just blew my mind. I'm still like, wow, we kind of...
Too bad we couldn't have planned it this way together.
I think, like, subconsciously, it was like a thing. I don't even know. That's insane. That's insane.
Shondell, you pulled what seems like the craziest move in like the final four. It's like, how are you feeling right now?
I had to save myself. Like, it was, everybody told me it was me. And so I had no choice.
Okay.
So it feels good. I feel bad. God, do I feel bad about lying to everybody about the idol, but something in my gut told me, you are gonna need that. And I feel so bad about not using it on Martin, but I couldn't blow that up that early. That would have put an even bigger target on my back of like, why is she saving this beast? And I couldn't beat him in anything.
Okay.
So I a lot of emotions right now. I know that I did the right thing, but quite possibly in the wrong way, just morally, like, lying about it. But it's like, it's a game, and I knew that I was gonna need it. And I knew I needed to play.
Gotcha. So I have a theoretical question. If you did save Martin and you guys were still in the game together, do you think your guys' team would still be solidified from like the...
Me and Martin?
Yeah.
Had not voted him out?
Yep.
I mean, I don't see why not. Like, it's... I mean, who knows? Maybe Martin's down there just super pissed off and super hurt by me, and that's a tough pill to swallow, too.
I get you.
I mean, obviously I have my husband, but next to him, Martin and Leslie are just the most phenomenal people I've ever met in my life, and I am so grateful to know them and how they've just accepted me. Hell, Leslie was the one that was like, all right, we're moving you into the house today. And I was like, oh, okay. So we went and got a U-Haul and we moved me into their house, and I don't know how Leslie's gonna feel about me voting out Martin. I don't feel good about it. But he was my ride or die, and I feel like I would have been his as well to the end. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry I hurt you, Martin. But I do think we would have still been together. 13 years of friendship, 2 years of living together. Like, I went on their honeymoon, or not their honeymoon, their bachelorette and bachelor parties with them. Like, there's so much history there. I gotta believe that we're gonna be okay, and we would have been okay.
Like, I always felt like I trusted you, and I never brought your name up. Like, I really felt like when we talked, I was like in it, and then like I started to get really demoralized by like my name, and I was like, I don't know if anyone's even telling me the truth at this point. And I remember like when we had a conversation, but I just want to say when I feel like I can't even think straight.
Is this private in there?
Yeah, they're outside.
Oh, okay.
When you spoke to Shondell before the last trial cancel, and she told you that it was Haley's idea to put up my name, and like you came over to me and you confronted Haley, I was like, oh my much. Like, that meant so much to me, and I was I was like, for sure, like 100%, no doubt.
Like, out of everyone, I've been trying to like prove to you without, you know, being obvious about it. That, like, I really want you.
Vanessa, Final Four, how you feeling?
I feel really great. Things have really turned around for me.
Yeah.
And I'm super, super excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like your name got thrown out like so many times in like the last couple of competitions, so it's like...
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why. I think that my alliance that I chose to work with, unfortunately, I think that's where it started. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really know.
What's your kind of plan going into tomorrow?
I've had conversations with Dylan and Naya, and I just think, I mean, whatever I can do to still like work with them, I want to try and figure out how to make that happen. Just because they have been really loyal to me, and so just whatever I can do to keep that up.
So here we are, Final Four, and it seems like everything has been kind of working according to my plan. With each person in the Final Four, I've been keeping alliances with secretly since the beginning, and I couldn't be happier with who's at the end. I remember yesterday looking at the people left, and in my mind I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind the people that are here. The thing is though, I did want Haley off, and so when Shondell pulled that last minute, I guess, veto thing, I was so in shock and happiness. But I was like, oh my goodness. No, I was happy. I was happy because I didn't want Haley to be in the end with me and Dylan, even though I knew we were kind of like, you know, the final veterans. I felt like she might be a little too good, or like a little too unknown as well. She was just kind of scattered with everyone, and the good thing about her is that people didn't really get along with her and trust her. So that would have maybe been a good plan, but so far there's been a lot of tension on Dylan and Shondell. And so me and Vanessa have been giving each other looks like, you know what's happening. So I'd love to take Vanessa and Dylan to the very end and see how that works. But I feel like I've been playing this game like a fiddle. I feel like I've just been rocking this with social game. Maybe not challenges, I won one challenge, but I feel like everything is working out amazingly, and I couldn't ask for a better season right now. Everybody thinks that when we were voting for Taylor that it was like the group consensus, but really it was my consensus. From the beginning, I was like, I want Taylor out because I felt like she was eyeing me. I felt like she was too strong competitor. I felt like she could definitely beat me in a final 2 battle. So I came up with the decision to act like, oh, what do you think? What do you think? But really, it's what I think. And it worked. And I kind of played them all like a little flute. So that's great. The amazing thing that worked in my favor was Shondell flipping. Because when I was voting Taylor out, I knew she was going to go home. I just didn't have the step of who I'd vote out next. Because I had already had an alliance with Dylan, Vanessa, and Shondell, and Haley. So I was like, who am I going to get out next? So when I saw 2 Vanessa's names, I was ecstatic. I was like, perfect. I got to figure out who did that second Vanessa, because I know Taylor was 1. Whoever's the second, easy elimination. And even that worked out perfectly, because it turned out it was Shondell, and she was pleading her case, but everyone was like, we're voting her, you know, we can't trust her, yada, yada, yada. But really, when she pulled out that veto or that safety card and saved herself and got rid of Haley, that was just wonderful. So, so wonderful. You know, I feel like this game is playing itself for me. Like, everything is just turning out perfectly. And I had a sneaky suspicion she had the secret idol, because I'm not dumb. 20 minutes, way too long. Hidden in plain sight, too easy. She got it. But I was like, oh, maybe my teammates have it, just to kind of make a little tension, just so me and Dylan and me and Haley are like, like, who knows? That worked out really well. I feel like the tension between my team was good from an outer perspective, so that worked out great.
Final four. It's been a crazy ride. I did not see that last tribal council coming. I'm definitely bummed for Haley. I feel like she played a really good game, and like kind of sad that we don't get battle it out together at the end, because there's been a lot of back and forth there. That's been fun, but I do think that things are still looking up. The situation tomorrow, 3 challenges to go. I mean, alliances, I still feel like I've got strong relationships, obviously with Vanessa and with Anaya. Shondell has made it clear she will vote me out next if that is the case because of a physical threat, and it's totally understandable. I think I just need to win. I need to go out there and win tomorrow, give it my all, get to that point of a final 3, and then ultimately be in charge of that final 3. And so tomorrow's gonna be a big day. Definitely need to get some food, relax.
I was just talking to Vanessa about, I don't know, I feel like everyone's, you can say, I was talking to Vanessa and I was talking about how we're guaranteed final 3.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta make sure Shondell doesn't win, but also, I think we're sitting pretty. And so I was thinking, what do you think?
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Well, I feel the same way. I feel like Shondell maybe could sway some people at some point. I feel like
she's
out there
too
was getting a
smart.
little.
Like when she was like talking to you outside and like honestly making me feel like, whoa, that's when I realized I feel like we have to get her out. And then me, you, and Vanessa. Because I feel like we kind of have that circle of, that triangle of trust.
Yeah.
And also another thing, I feel like most people kind of forgot I still have my advantage.
I know, I was just about
Okay, I'm glad you.
I was thinking about, I was like, if you could block a vote too.
Guaranteed, so I could like block Shondell's vote if anything
got spooky
weird happens. I can block the vote.
Yeah. Which is sick.
Know,
I mean, it's just nice that you have that, because if you start feeling uncertain with one person, you just play.
Literally.
That's super nice. Like, I love that. But yeah, I feel so good going this.
We kept our word to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I was talking to all of you guys, and I was like final 4, and well, I mean,
obviously we're sad about Haley. Well,
I love when you did that. You're like,
yeah.
Well, obviously.
I mean, like, we didn't want to go down that way, but I guess the one benefit is we didn't have to turn on her.
You know, with Haley, I honestly kind of wanted her out.
I feel like it's better for us overall.
I just feel like it could be better.
Yeah.
Let's just really try to win these games tomorrow and make sure Shondell does it.
Yeah.
But let's act not too in cahoots.
Yeah.
I don't want to make her feel bad either.
I don't either, but I feel like we've been definitely doing a lot of like trying to make her feel good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. But I was feeling so good after everything, and then
I'm glad you got to speak to her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
After that.
Oh no, I was feeling good after that, and then I did start getting to the point where I was like, okay, this is going on too long, and it started getting me like frustrated. I know I like kind of like.
No, like I feel like that was needed.
Yeah, I know. I probably apologized too much either, but she responded very well to it.
Okay.
But like,
I'm so glad we guys made it to the final.
Yeah.
Like.
For real.
Final 4 moving in together, I see.
Yeah.
We got Shondell here, Anaya here, Vanessa here, Dylan here.
All right, well.
Rooting for this guy to win.